Hey guys, Chris here with the Brothers Boyd, and we're sitting in with Dmitrious.
Dmitrious Bitsrevsky.
Thank you,
Bitsrevsky.
And, if you see the banner right behind you, you'll see that Dmitrious was actually one of the actors who was in the Darth Vader suit. And this is one of, I think you said this is your second con?
This is my second con.
Second con, so he's getting a taste of that. And this is actually our first con. So it's been pretty interesting. We made some really good friends, and so I just want to kind of ask you, we're learning a lot and we're enjoying cons. How's your second con been?
I mean, this experience has been amazing. Honestly, when I finished playing the role, I was in such a dark headspace for so long. It was like I finished the role and I couldn't take off the character, because I went so far into the darkness that I couldn't bounce out of it. And I spent like 4 months going on a spirit journey and everything else. And when the show came out, I didn't watch the show, because I was afraid of getting triggered, and I was afraid that it'll take me back to that mental space, and it'll be reminding I'll get triggered and I'll have like a PTSD, and I was just feeling good again, and I didn't want to go back to the dark place anymore. So I went to my first con without actually watching the show, and in my first con, everyone came up to me and they're like, "Oh, I really liked your performance, I like this part, what do you think about this?" But I didn't know because I hadn't seen it. So then I became curious, and the fan reaction and really meeting the fans and seeing how authentically excited everyone was and how nice they were about my performance and everything else, it made me curious, and then I went back and watched the show, and enough time had passed where I was disconnected from the experience, and I loved the show. Obi-Wan Kenobi is an amazing show. We did such a good job, and I love my work. So this time going through, I was like nervous my first con because I didn't know what to expect, and I was also worried about being triggered, and I didn't know what the experience was going to be. This one, I'm a lot more relaxed, and I'm having so much fun because I get to meet so many cool people, so many awesome fans. I get to see fan art. I fought lightsabers with some people. It's just been an awesome experience. I'm looking forward to doing more.
Awesome. Yeah, it's for us as well. We're learning, and one of the things that I think that maybe you could let people know is sometimes people are nervous and don't want to talk to people, and it's something that I've kind of overcome. But just meeting you and seeing how open you are, how does it feel to just, to be able to be the open person that you are and have people come to you and say,
It's a great experience, but this took me years of like training to discover myself enough to be vulnerable without having this shell around you. Because you meet strangers and you're like, I want to put my best foot forward and everything else. But I've learned through acting that the best way is to be vulnerable and be honest and authentic. And then people feel more comfortable being honest and authentic with you, and that's where true connection happens.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And you step into an iconic role, obviously, with Darth Vader. If they were to call and say, "Hey, would you put the suit back on again? Would you do it again?"
If the conditions were right. I don't know where I'd be in life. Right now, I'm kind of taking a gap year and I'm just training. My whole MO is I'm trying to become a sword master.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I was injured during the shooting, so I couldn't fight with sword. So I trained myself, and I was like, well, whatever. It's a new discipline, now I want to master it. So I'm now becoming a sword master. We'll see where life brings me. I really don't know. I love Deborah Chow. She's my favorite director I've ever worked for. I think she's brilliant. She's a genius. I have a performer crush on her. I love her work. I love her work so much. If it was Deborah Chow, I would definitely strongly consider it. Yeah.
Well, I feel like we're probably not done with the Vader character now that you have been a part of helping reestablish that character, and you've done an amazing job in this character. We really look forward to more cons, and actually we're going to be doing more, and hopefully we can cross paths again.
So here's the thing, with cons, it's all up to the fans. If you guys want me in your city, if you want me in your country, reach out to the con and request for me. And they will contact my people and they will make it happen. I love meeting the fans, and it's been such a joy because I went through such a dark experience that for me the reward is meeting with the fans. Everything else was it was the worst year of my life when I was filming. And when I was doing it, in the back of my mind, it was always for the fans. For the fans, I knew what it was that I was doing. I knew how important it was. But psychologically, I wrecked myself while filming and everything else. And right now, the best part is this right here. Going to the con, meeting the fans, receiving small gifts, bringing joy to people. it has been really awesome. Sharing my journey, you know, that's been cool. So if you want to see me, request for me, and I'll be there.
You hear that, guys? Just ask for Dmitrious, because
At your local cons, yeah.
come to those local cons and get him there, because he is such a delightful person to just sit and talk, and he loves you guys, and we've really enjoyed meeting him. So, as kind of an after, can you let people know, are you scheduled for anything in the near future?
Right now, like I said, I'm not taking work. Like
Okay.
after I did that, I was like, I want to take a break from acting,
Yeah.
because I got lost in the character,
Absolutely.
in the darkness of it. So right now, I'm just training. I'm focusing on writing a book on meditation.
Awesome.
So I'm looking for a writing partner to write this book. I've organized information. I just need someone who's on me, and we could work together. Who could be like an organized person, you know. So that's the only thing I'm really working on right now.
So we are so thankful for you, and again, we're thankful that you were Darth Vader and brought back a hero that even though he's a villain, he's a hero. I'm sorry.
no,
he is definitely a hero to us. I remember being like 5 years old, sitting in the movie theater and seeing him come on the screen for the first time with my dad, which makes me old, but we're still kids at heart because we still love Star Wars. And thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it a lot. And we hope to see you again real soon at another con. And we'll definitely make sure that people know, hey, if you want Dmitrious, make sure you throw that name out there and you get him to your cons.